Ladies and gentlemen, we're back from break for another game of Rocket League.
Another one.
Another one. Versus Grand Valley State. Fire Esports Black versus Grand Valley State. I think this is going to be an exciting game.
Absolutely. Now, what did we learn from the last game?
We learned from the last game that SU's rotations and communications seem to be going well.
Yeah.
They performed well, not letting... No. One goal got through. through. I was about to say not a single goal, but a goal did get through. But they performed extremely well. That's the simplest and most base way to put it. They're winning 3-0 in the first set here tonight, moving into the second set. I'm excited to see where this goes.
So that's all good and well, but you know what I learned, Finn? I learned that we have to change Jason's name to Justin because he is absolutely cracked at Rocket League. Well, I mean, I guess no, we would probably keep it at Jason because if Justin is cracked at Fortnite, then Jason would be cracked at Rocket League.
Cracked at Rocket League.
So I don't really know, but either way, Jason kind of popped off.
Yeah, I think honestly the whole team was popping off during that game there, performing well, passing the ball to each other, and then getting it in. Yes, Jason Stud Muffin was the one to score 5
Sorry, that's
goals.
Jason the Stud Muffin.
Jason the Stud Muffin.
There you go.
Was the one to score the most goals on that first game.
Is this thing on?
But yes, they can hear that. They can hear that.
Well, of course. I had to make sure it was on.
I could hear it.
Oh, well, there we go. Now we know that
it is officially on, like Donkey Kong. But this game, we're a couple moments before.
Is our camera on, or is that just the delay?
It is the delay.
Okay.
It's the delay.
Man, Finn, you're giving me a heart attack over here. I thought we were gonna have a repeat of the Overwatch game, which shall not be named.
That shall not be named. No, we're not pulling an Orin here.
Oh, wait, was that Orin's fault?
It was Orin's fault the first time.
Oh, how many times did it happen?
I think it's happened a total of 3 times.
I was gonna say, I feel like it's been a few times.
Sometimes it's Tech, sometimes it's Orin, sometimes you just don't know. But what I can tell you is that we are hopping into Rocket League where there's crickets. Because we're waiting for both teams to join in and get going here. It's just nice and peaceful. You hear that?
I hear the crickets. I feel like the sound doesn't really fit the scene.
You don't think it should be like the loud cheering?
It should be the loud cheering because look, they're waving flags. They got their pride on. They got their excitement going, pumping and cheering. And I just feel like it doesn't really fit. But you know what? I think that let's take a second to really dive into the lore of this game because notice that this is in the world as we know it because you do have country flags. You got the American flag right here. You got the Japan flag right over there. So like you got the Kenyan flag. So like this is our world as we know it, but it's a dystopian future that's been modified.
All right, here we go, folks. The kickoff for game number 1 against Grand Valley, and now it's going to be SEU with control of the ball early on as Liamai taking the ball over to Gorilla here, but JT underneath just keeping an eye on it here, and he's going to be looking to play aggressive like we saw him do against Ira. So he's looking to continue that aggressive play style that we have seen as Press J playing up now for the side of Grand Valley. Going to be heading over, and it's Liumai scoring in on Jason the Stud Muffin. Look at this.
Yeah, for sure. I think, like we said, SEU didn't really have to play a ton of defense that last game because they stayed on the attack. They stayed on the offensive. But there are times when, the offensive isn't going to work. They're going to beat you. They're going to get clears. They're going to get the ball on the other side of the field. And that's when SEU's ability to rotate in a defensive format is really going to matter.
Yeah.
And we already saw a little bit of that. They maybe struggled a little bit there, but it's one point down. There's still plenty of time in this game. Nothing that can't be fixed. Nothing that they can't come back from. I will say though, it's goals like that where it's really important, really in any sport, to not let that get to you, to not let that frustrate you or focus on that. Instead, just shake it off and keep playing. You'll come back from it. Just don't let that overtake the focus of getting that win.
No, I definitely agree. I mean, heck, oh, shoot. I was about to say they've still got over 3 minutes on the clock, and that's plenty of time. And that's still plenty of time to make up 2 points as Jason, the Stud Muffin, just going a little bit too far too early there.
Jason the Stud Muffin, definitely a little bit of a struggle there, but let's see what they can do after the fact.
Well, it looks like Jason's about to get his revenge, but Press J is going to be pressing Jason's buttons as he prevents the ball from getting anywhere near the goal. But Jason's coming back here. He says,
and
no,
Will's
no,
there as well.
Not happening.
But Gorilla.
Gorilla hitting it up and over. It's going to be Will and Jan looking to get, but here comes Press J once again, looking for that ball, and Yanni's going to be hanging away as Lima going to be taken down. Pancake
Gorilla
the
fake? Is that a fake?
Yeah.
That was pretty crispy.
It was very crispy. I've never heard cars described as crispy. I'll be honest with you.
It was pretty juicy. How's that one?
Juicy cars.
It was pretty juicy fake.
Ooh, Jan getting taken out here.
Oh
JT
no!
Not gonna be able to make it in time.
And SCU quickly falling deeper and deeper into the hole that they've created. Now 3-0.
Mm-hmm.
Or I guess you could say the hole that their opponents have dug for them.
Yeah. I honestly feel like Grand Valley, they're digging this valley, and they're going, hey guys, why don't you come on into our valley? And SU's like, oh,
we got
yeah,
a
we'll
gorilla
take it
and a
over,
president in here.
A president?
Because Prez J.
Well.
Haha, sorry, that was bad. Okay.
Anyways, Yanni heading the ball away here. They still have just under 3 minutes to get 3 points.
Will gonna
still
go
pretty
up.
Good. Will's up, hanging over JT.
And let me tell you though, Valley is. Oh, is that another one?
Oh.
No, but Valley is. Their third man is doing a heck of a job.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you, like every time the ball.
Oh, maybe. No, JT.
It almost seems like, other than that exception, every time the ball gets back to the side of the blue, like there's usually someone there to clear it. Excuse me. Usually someone to send it back.
Cleaning it. You're like cleaning.
I don't know why that's on my. I don't know why that's on my mind right now. But you know, they're usually there to clear it.
All right, Willpower going to be missing the ball here. It's going to be up to JT to get some more defense to keep it away.
And
Will
demolition.
Does get that demo though, and that's
gotta take advantage of that now.
Oh, it will be for Lima walking it away here. Walking it away? Driving it away?
Jason the Stud Muffin is going to get demolished, or as Finn would like to say, pancaked. And he was the guy in the goal. I was going to say they do have someone there, but not for long, as who was it that was able to get that demolition? I'm trying to see. Maybe Gorilla?
It was Lee.
Oh, Lee. Okay.
It was Leo. Leo Mai?
Liam-y.
Oh my goodness.
Liam-y.
Yeah, Grand Valley though, just playing well.
They're playing
extremely well, as I like to say.
And if we're sticking to TikTok trends, SCU has done a full 180.
I don't know TikTok trends. I really don't.
Okay, they've done. Our viewers at home do. Okay. They've done a full 180. You know, definitely not playing to the potential that they had been playing earlier on, but I feel like this looks to be a lot tougher competition than earlier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, JT though, looking to kind of redirect the ball. He's not going to be able to make contact with it though, and it's going to be Grand Valley getting yes they are getting control here. Is Press J and Liamu. Okay, I don't know what the idea was there, but Liamu is going to be hanging the ball up in the air. 1 minute left on the clock here. It is a long time, but is it enough time to get 4 goals? That is the question on SCU's mind right now. With that, ball sent over to the middle. It's on the blue side of the court. JT hitting it over into the corner, but Liumai and Presche are there. Yanni not going to be able to get up high. Willpower hits it over. The whole team is here, but Will is going to be taken down, and Yanni is going to be backing up. JT hits it. It's up in the middle, but it's over towards the orange side. Will's there to hit it back to blue here. 21 seconds on the clock. This is not looking good for SU.
Yeah, this is a difficult situation to be in. And as the clock ticks down to 10 seconds, and that might be another goal, but no, as the clock ticks down to 10 seconds, really we can just analyze these last 2 games. I feel like with Arau, that was the kind of team that, they were able to let SCU make some mistakes. They were able to give SCU some passes here and there if they had a sloppy rotation, if they had a bad shot. They were a weak enough opponent where SCU could make those mistakes and get by. But I definitely feel like Valley is the sort of team who's not going to be giving them those second chances. If they do have a sloppy rotation, if they do not get to their position fast enough, or if they miss a shot, each one of those mistakes is going to bite them. And yeah, Valley definitely going to make sure they're holding them accountable to that.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% on everything you just said. But as we're going into game number 2, we have to remember this is kind of that moment for the reset. Right? This is when you can take your mental state and go, okay, this is fine. You know, this is a new game. The clock's back. We got 5 minutes. That's a lot of time.
Right.
Let's make some plays happen.
So let me tell you, Finn, what does SU need to do differently here?
Well, first and foremost is it's not the Scarab, but it is certainly a weird car. I was not expecting. That is the Scarab. That's the Scarab. We don't see this. Let's talk. This is arguably like the worst car in the game. All right.
Dang.
Like, are they just trying to?
Is that extra little fruit top? Is that part of the hitbox?
No, that's just a topper.
Okay.
Anyways, what were you saying?
Maybe that's something we can ask Dempsey about later. Maybe why they were using that, but
I think they're planning on it.
You know.
They're feeling confident in this goal from
Yeah,
Press J
this is Willpower and Gorilla kind of got tangled up there, but Press J was there to sort of be that striker. Maybe it was the third man back who came up, saw an opportunity. We didn't see the whole picture, but yeah, definitely came in there and capitalized. Let me ask you though, 1 point down, what does SU need to do to get back in this?
Sure. I feel what they need to do is they need to put the ball on Grand Valley's side of the goal. All right, it has been on the orange side for about 80% of the match or the set so far.
It's those clears. It's those clears where every time they get some breathing room, there's somebody there to bounce it away.
That's exactly what it is, and it even sounds ridiculous. But that's what needs to happen. You know, I talk about it a lot, and I feel like it stands here. Offense is the best defense in a lot of situations. And I think in Rocket League that holds true more often than not. From my experience in both viewing and playing.
Right.
It's something, if you can just play offensive enough to where you don't have to defend, then your opponent has to be on the defensive, and you can exploit weaknesses and mistakes that way.
Absolutely. And you know what I think what also needs to happen is I think whoever is going to be this playmaker for SE... Ooh, no, we're good. That was a weird angle. I think whoever's going to be this playmaker for SCU, they're going to have to give their teammates some sort of opportunity, some sort of shot to take. There haven't been a lot of them this far, but if you can even get someone like Willpower, who is getting a lot of nice serves, or a lot of nice passes to his teammates, if you can get someone like that to be on that side, pushing down the field and giving his opportunities, or giving his teammates a shot, then I think they'll be able to get some goals.
Jan and JT really looking for it here. They're just trying to get control of the ball. 2 minutes, 33 seconds on the clock now, hitting that 2.5 minute mark. And this is...
I think if there is a bright spot for SU right here, it's that they're only down 1 goal. You know, last game at this point, it was almost a 4-0 deficit. Right now, they only got to get 1 score to get back in this thing, and they've got plenty of time to do it. Like we said, we need the playmaker, we need that striker to get some sort of collaboration in order to get a shot on the goal. But is this going to... This is going to increase that lead.
Dang.
Let's just analyze this. Willpower is not in a great position there.
Well, he was in a position, he just didn't get there fast enough.
Yeah, I understand, but he was climbing up the back of the goal. I don't know. I don't know if there's a better way where you can position yourself in a better, just frankly in a better position to make a save, but. You know, or maybe it was that he didn't get there fast enough. Either way, you know.
Here we go. This is what they need. Oh.
Like we said, there's clears.
Away, though. And now Gorilla just walking it down the field here. JT finally here to hit the ball away. Jan's going to knock it out of the goal. JT
and this might be something.
Over to the side. Jan, you need to show up huge here. Big Jan not going to be able to get from Stud Muffin there. Now, hit up across the crossbar. But now Liumai is going to be looking to just kind of tap it over and keep it through. Press J's there, but not going to connect.
All
and now
3 of these players bunched up there.
Yep, they've got control. JT's hanging around. He's going to back off here. Go grab some boost. Get ready for the next play. He's got the full boost here. He's in that final tier. Looking for it. Gorilla Not going to be able to get control of the ball. Willpower hanging over. JT is there. And it's hit over.
Liam
and Gorilla
Lemmy
are
was
there
able
to stop it.
Was able to get that stop.
You know,
Man, I'm just telling you, I just feel like, Jason, the stud muffin, I just feel like these players.
That was nice. That was nice.
That was a
but
very nice
there.
attempt. I do really feel like these players are not getting in a position to make a play. I think their positioning is a little bit sloppy on these rotations. Again, this is just what I'm seeing in comparison to last game. I could be wrong, but I'm just calling it like I see it.
I'm honestly thinking a lot of it too is Grand Valley State is where they need to be to stop these plays that SU keeps trying.
What needs to? Sorry.
I was saying that Grand Valley is in the positions they need to be in.
Oh, right.
Stop these plays.
Yes, I would agree with that. They've played a heck of a defense.
No, yeah, 100%. They're playing one heck of a defense that is just SU is having a hard time getting around.
I feel like they're just.
And I don't blame them.
I don't know why Gorilla's bouncing it up right there.
He's just
you
trying
feel
to keep
like
it
you would
there,
just
keep
end it,
it
but
going.
there you go. I just feel like in that game, I agree. They played a heck of a defense. Just did not give SU any chances. And I feel like when you're in a situation like that, if I don't know, but I feel like GVSU is playing offense and defense at the same time. Like I'm watching this and I'm like, there's got to be more than 3 players. Like they're on every point of the field.
They're here. They're there.
Nothing but
they're
great
everywhere.
positioning, I guess.
Yeah. But we know there is still a chance to bring it back. There is the reverse sweep that can still happen. It is always a possibility for the reverse sweep, especially in Rocket League. Nothing is over until it is over. And with that, I just gotta say, this is the make or break moment. This is the do or die game. This is the must win. SU either brings it back here or the set is done with Grand Valley taking the victory.
Right. Man, I don't know. It's just, again, I'm trying to figure out what I could say as to how SU needs to get in this. I just, if I'm SCU, I just feel like you need to find a way to play aggressively, I feel like you gotta get by that wall of a defense that their opponents have.
Yeah, it's definitely a wall, but all walls can be conquered. You go above it, you go through it, you go under it. You can find a way. Heck, sometimes you even go around it. It just depends how big the wall is. And I think this is a wall that SU has the ability to overcome and get through. They
JT.
just got to find their stride.
Yeah, and hey, at least this is a semi-hot start for SCU. They're able to get some progress on offense. Not much these first 2 games, but here may be something.
They're looking for it, and already we see them. It's been on Blue's side more this game than it has
the
last 2
the last 2 combined, right?
Yeah. JT.
There's a nice shot by
it's
JT.
high, but he's looking for the second hit. It's not going to happen.
I was hoping for a double tap right there.
Yeah, I was looking for him to hit up, get that second hit there, but unfortunately, Gorilla is there, and it's going to be SU on the defensive once again.
Wow, that looks a little glitched.
What the heck was that?
Layumi, and that's a really dangerous situation with the ball going over the top right there.
1, 2.
Ooh,
man.
Prez just slipped it in there. Dang. Right?
Just casual DJ moment. That's what that should be called. DJing. But it's moments like those that you go, okay, shake it off. We got 3 minutes 50 seconds on the clock. That's plenty of time to get at the very least 1 goal. That is a ton of time in Rocket League, and it's certainly enough time to get.
Let's hope SU's listen to some Taylor Swift in their day, because they do need to shake off that last point.
I feel like you've made this joke before.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
And if I have, there's no limit to how many times that joke should be allowed to be made.
There is never a limit to the amount of times you will say a joke, but there is a limit to how long this game will go, and the question is, can they get the goals before that limit is done? And I think SU has the ability.
Has SU scored a single point on this defense?
They have not.
They have not.
They have not scored a point against
crazy.
Grand Valley yet.
And I feel like They've kind of slowed down their offense a little bit. Like, you got to the first game and they were scoring somewhere between 4 and 6 points, but now at least one in the first half of both of these last two games.
Too low. Yeah, I feel like SU at this point has started to learn, hey, this is how they're playing. This is how we should play against them.
Yeah, I think SCU, they're a smart team, and they got a smart coach. I think SCU knows what they know what they need to do. I'm not sure if they're able to execute it. You know what I'm saying, almost?
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying, and that's half the battle. Right. Like, they're halfway there.
Like, they have the knowledge.
Wait a sec. Oh, it's too high. It's out of the way. But JT, stud muffin over here, ready to go. Hits it up towards the middle. Will is there, but so is Liumai. I was about to say Levi.
Like, this is the question of, we know they have the knowledge. Do they have the ability?
I think they have the ability.
Right.
I am confident in SU's abilities here. I think they're just not hitting it the way they want to be here.
Sure. Oh, shoot. This might be an opportunity.
It's looking.
Oh, and JT looked like he might have been
net.
the third man back there. Decides to go and lunge for it, and it's going to cost him.
That is going to cost them, indeed.
Did you see that earlier on? Like I said, I don't know. Maybe I'm misreading the situation, but I did say earlier how critical that third man back is. If you evaluate the situation in the wrong way, it's going to cost you. And maybe JT should have stayed back instead of lunging for that goal. But I'm sure when you're in a situation like this where you haven't scored a point all game, you can be desperate and hungry for those points.
No, they're trying to play aggressive here and get these final points that they need. Because, now that they're 2 down with 1 minute and 35 seconds on the clock, this is where it starts to get a little meh.
Right. But what you gotta think, I'm sure, is don't so much think about the game as a whole. Just think about this round right now. We're only down 1. We don't need to be super aggressive. But I feel like that play might have cost them. We'll see what they can do though in this last minute.
Yeah, 60 seconds is a long time in Rocket League, and it's definitely enough time to score 2 points.
It's actually 62 seconds, Finn.
62 seconds now. But, rounding it down at this point is now the 1 minute marker has appeared.
Yeah.
54 on the clock.
And this is when here's the thing, is in almost every sport, you have your guy, you have your playmaker, where when you need a play, this is the guy you go to. For Green Bay, it's Devontae Adams. For basketball, it's LeBron James, I think. I don't know.
Just
I don't really
in general.
Yeah. But for this Rocket League team, it's been Jason the Stud Muffin all season. With 33 seconds, can he make a play to put his team in a position to take this back?
Darn, that's unfortunate. Gorilla getting control of the ball here, 24 on the clock.
Gorilla has some great mechanics there.
Gorilla has honestly been much like, oh, there you go, Will. Oh, getting pancaked for his troubles, though. A good save nonetheless. But Gorilla, it reminds me of how Jacob plays on the red team.
Right.
Slower, just more keep control of the ball. And now, unfortunately, 2-1. Ball just has to touch the ground. It will be over.
And let me tell you, this night has been kind of weird. It's been hot and cold.
Yeah.
It's been either you play insanely well or you struggle. And the first match we saw nothing but good from SCU. The second match, as they take the loss, they have struggled.
Yeah, they have struggled during this second match. But you know what? That happens. And now it's over for the night.
It's over.
It's been 2 great games overall here. 1-3-0 for the side of SCU, now 1-3-0 for Grand Valley State. We've got to see both sides here tonight. And I think Grand Valley State just played a better game.
I really think they did. Like I said, the first game, SU was able to get away with a little bit. This time, they couldn't afford any mistakes, and they had quite a few. So, but yeah, a fun night of Rocket League nevertheless.
No, I definitely agree. It's good to be having some Rocket League again. But you know what? We'll catch you guys on Sunday for Coco and Casters, where we will be having some fun.
I'm excited.
Favorite game of all time.
Let's not spoil it, but
and then, of course, on Monday we have Overwatch as well. We have Black Team going up against an opponent that we don't know yet. We should be finding out here soon enough.
Yep.
So stay tuned for that. But until then, my name is Finn Berry. My name is Finn Berry.
Sorry. I did this the other night too. I always think you're gonna be like, and this is Austin Clokus because you do that on the introduction.
I gotta give it to you.
And my name is Austin Michael Clokus.
And we'll see you next time.